As the stay home, stay safe order lingers, our kids are finding it more difficult to study, sit still, and even becoming more irritable. And for those students who have learning disabilities and discipline issues, it's becoming a bigger problem. So this week on Dateline Schools, we'll learn how parents can address these issues and what schools are doing to prepare when classes do finally resume, as we talk with Reese's behavior interventionist, Joe Zima. And Joe, as this order to stay home continues, how difficult is it becoming for our kids?
I think it's become increasingly difficult for our students and our parents and our teachers. If we want to think about what it's like for our students, we can really think about what it's like for us. I know even me personally, both working from home and teaching my 7-year-old daughter, it's a roller coaster. There's we see some funny behaviors. We see some more defiance. We see kids saying they're bored, which can be an indication that they're feeling sad, possibly depressed. We can see some increasing irritability, which can also be a signal of sadness or potentially depression. But most likely what we're seeing is what's normal for our bodies and our brains, and that's a reaction to the increased amount of stress that not only our kids, but our parents and teachers are all under right now.
And is this more of even a bigger issue for those students who have limited academic abilities and behavior issues?
Absolutely. I can give you an example from one of our students that we're working with at Woodland, so our developmental center. Kids with disabilities or students diagnosed with autism, for example. Students diagnosed with autism do really well when their environment or their school day is the same from day to day, when they're in a schedule that doesn't change. We had to change a schedule for one of our students. He wasn't riding the bus home and he was going to move to riding the bus home. So in order to do that, it took us a month to prepare for that. We had to do a visual schedule of when the change in bus ride was coming. We had to bring the bus in and do some practice runs. And we had to have some visual rules for how to ride the bus. So it took us a month to get our student ready to ride the bus. And once we did that, Tricia Smith is just an awesome teacher over there at Woodland. She did all the work for him. But just to give you an example, to when we know a transition is coming, it usually takes them that long sometimes, to a month to get ready. So you can imagine this abrupt change. It's a totally different environment. Some kids don't have schedules now. They don't have the same supplies. So it's a really difficult time, and we can see some increasing acting out, which really any of this behavior that we see tends to be a symptom of something else that's going on.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. With Dateline Schools, I'm Terry.